Everything in the world is but imagination made real. Human beings create good or bad things and situations through imaginations. Everybody must be conscious of what they imagine or attempt to imagine the good things and situations they want in life. Or they will live all life influenced by other people's imaginations. Why is it important to pursue and mind imagination? We think in pictures. Each idea which is presented to the mind forms a picture. Thus, if I say, I hear a robin singing, a picture of a redbreast on the branch of a tree, with his throat swelling with song, will probably form in your mind. Or if I should say, the sea is blue today, a vision of a wide expanse of blue water, with white-capped waves shimmering in the sunshine, will appear to you. Why is this? We saw in chapter 1 that it was not so in the beginning. Our ability to form mental pictures is due to what is called association object with sound, sound with object, etc., and that the wider our sense experience, especially in early childhood, the greater our ability to form concepts or pictures. We thus get a glimpse of how imagination may be cultivated. How important it is in life we can in part realize by reflecting how essential it is to art, music, literature, science, invention, and discovery. Thus, the artist sees mentally his picture or statue as it is to appear before he has touched brush or chisel. The architect sees the cathedral fully completed in his mind's eye before the ground is broken for the foundation. The musician hears the cadences of his symphony before he has written a line of the score, and did not Columbus have imagination? And Watts, Bell, Darwin, and Marconi? In fact, starting with the savage who naturally and appropriately expressed his thoughts in picture writing, the civilization of today has become what it is largely through the imaginative power of the human mind. The relation which imagination sustains to the mind is so intimate as hardly to primitive dissociation. It would seem absurd to say imagination is mind, yet if we think in pictures, if the component elements of ideas are pictures, which is imagination and which is mind or thought. Take our concept of God, for instance. Where is the person who can think of God as a pure abstraction? If we take away the form in which imagination clothes our concept, what is left? This may seem a digression, but in reality it serves to show how impossible it is for us to think except in pictures. That is why, when we think of ourselves, we form a picture in our minds of ourselves. It differs from the picture others form. No one has the gift to see himself as others see him, but true or false it is vitally important. Since every idea must clothe itself in some form, then the influence of ideas upon the mind, that is, the reasoning faculties, must be largely determined by the form in which they present themselves. For instance, you are walking through the woods and inadvertently step upon a crooked stick which curls up around your ankle. Instantly you think snake, for a picture of a snake twining around your ankle forms in your mind. Now, one of two things will happen. If you are in the habit of controlling yourself, acting upon reason rather than impulse, you will stop and investigate. If not, your imagination will swamp your reason, and you will believe snake, scream, and run. Or again, suppose that you array yourself in your finest raiment with a view to attending some social function at which you wish to look your best. Before leaving home, you survey yourself in the mirror with satisfaction, deciding that your appointments are in perfect taste and harmony, even elegance, and go forth to bewilder all beholders. But arriving on the scene, you meet an acquaintance, who, after looking you over with a critical eye, turns away with an expression which plainly says, "Poor thing. Why doesn't she learn how to dress?" Immediately you shrink in your own estimation. The mental picture which you have formed of yourself changes color and shape. You no longer see yourself as well dressed, but as shabbily and inartistically arrayed. Now, suppose that a man forms a mental ideal of himself as fortunate, successful, popular, happy, and well. The mental state which results colors the mental energy, and the spreading out over the body creates chemical changes. And thus we have the phenomenon of correspondence. We see it in the expression of the face, voice, manner, and bearing. He walks with an elastic step. He greets his acquaintances buoyantly. He is at peace with himself and all the world.